Hello, my bears. Welcome back to more Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. On the last episode, we went through the evidence locker and compiled a list of missing pieces, missing items that were in said evidence locker. I don't know why these people couldn't have done it themselves. It was actually pretty easy to do. So, anyway, this time, let's continue our conversation with the judge.
Do you remember any details about the AW evidence?
I don't remember much, unfortunately. Oh, there was this key with its blade shape to spell AW. Very unique. Not sure what it was connected to.
Like this one?
Yes, that's it. Where did you find this?
Mosam Castle. I say both crimes are connected. The theft of the Book of Apologies and the theft of evidence from the courthouse.
Someone is going to great lengths to prevent the AW organization from having a claim on the Hathorne estate.
Any educated guess who that might be?
Practically everybody in this town. Everyone has an interest. Some want it to be a museum, others a carnival attraction. And I'm sure Lauren Holt just wants to live there.
I'll have to dig deeper.
Well, you'll need to do it quickly. I unfortunately must file the papers in 2 days. Otherwise, I lose control of the property and it falls into the hands of the state. And I doubt they give a fig about anyone's opinions from this town.
I love a good ticking clock, as long as it's not a time bomb. Where were you when this evidence was stolen?
If you can believe it, I was here, working. I have no reason to steal the evidence, trust me. It's giving me more headaches than I care to admit.
Do you have CCTV footage from the break-in?
Yes, we do. Huh. I had completely forgotten about those.
This guy is seriously an
Do
idiot.
you mind if I take a look at the footage?
Of course, of course. It will take about a day to get the right footage. Come back tomorrow and it will be here waiting for you.
Oh, perfect. Jesus, seriously though, like, he doesn't even think to just check the CCTV? Really?
Do you mind me asking what you were doing 3 days ago?
This guy is seriously a moron.
That would be the day you visited Mosam Castle. Are you asking for an alibi, Miss Drew?
I am
I'm
indeed.
just trying to confirm what everyone was doing the day that the Book of Apologies was stolen.
I know it was stolen. But you know I'm the one that called your dad to have you go look for it to begin with.
Right. But other people might say they were with you.
I was at Salem District Court all day, so unless you're interviewing the fine folks who stole eggs from a plover's nest at Winter Island Beach, or triple parked outside the Wax Museum during the middle of the Harvest Festival, I highly doubt my schedule will have crossover with any of the alibis you're following up on.
One quick question for you, Judge. Do you remember where you were on the night the Hathorne House was burned?
Of course. I was having dinner with my son. It was a very expensive dinner because Jason got the 64-ounce tomahawk chop. And I paid for it like I always do. Ha! You actually suspect me of
64
committing
ounces,
this crime?
though.
No.
That's crazy.
I just like to get the full picture of who was where, when.
Oh, good.
Right. Thank you, Judge. Also, I thought you should know there's a car parked outside in the handicapped spot.
Huh, you don't say. I'll have it taken care of. Goodbye now.
Alright, see you later. Now we gotta look for the clues in the Hathorne House. We did already pretty much gather alibis, but maybe I have to go talk to Tegan and see what her alibi is. Maybe she's the last person I have to talk to. Or maybe even... Wait, is that somebody? No, it's not. Or maybe even go find Olivia and gather her alibi too. Huh? Who is this? Oh. Group messages. Okay. Is this important? Please go faster. Oh, I can spam click through this, thank God. Alright. Yep, that was not important whatsoever. Apparently we're the spook squad. Okay, sure. Alright, let's talk to T. Can we just... Thank you.
Nancy, hey, how's the investigation going?
Pretty well. You know, it would really help if I could get May to talk to me.
She hasn't given her alibi yet.
No, and everyone seems to have one, except her.
Everyone? Is it possible that it could be someone from outside of town? A visitor or something?
Absolutely. But statistically
Could also be
speaking,
possible
crime
that
is
they're
rarely a
lying.
random occurrence.
It's a mystery to me. You have anything you wanted to talk about?
Lots of things, I
What's
suppose.
the history behind the Hathorne estate?
Right. Well, Judge John Hathorne was born and raised in Salem. His father was a decorated military man who had many real estate holdings throughout New England. And when Judge Hathorne became a justice, he tried to expand those holdings. Much of the land that the Hathorne estate was built on was actually seized property from accused witches.
Mm-hmm.
So awful. I think the land stealing part was even mentioned in Olivia's tour.
Didn't expect her to actually care about the history. At the time, no one made the connection, not even in court documents. But it happened.
Wow.
Do you think the fire is somehow related to Salem's history with witches?
What do you mean?
Like, is it meant as a symbolic gesture? Because that's how most witches died?
That was a European thing. No, they were more civilized in the New World. We hung our witches. Short drop, so they slowly choked to death. A couple more died in custody awaiting trial, and one, an elderly man who refused to testify, was pressed to death.
Pressed?
Yeah. They put a bunch of heavy stones on top of you, over a period of days.
That's horrible.
She did not know the weight until she felt the freedom. Scarlet letter. Also, a descendant
Oh my
of Judge
God.
Hathorne. Except Nathaniel Hawthorne was so horrified with his family's history that he added a W to change it.
Wow. The focus on descendants isn't really something they teach you in school.
Yep. We think our world is so much more advanced now, but we have a hard time escaping our past.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you on the night of the fire?
I was at my boyfriend's watching a movie. Here, this is his number. You can ask him.
Have you been dating Damien for a long time?
Yeah, a couple years, I think. I like him. I mean, I really do. He listens to me. Yeah, he's great.
Was he with you the whole night?
I mean, most of the night. I don't think he's capable of arson, if that's what you're suggesting.
You trust him?
Absolutely, 100%. Go ahead, call him. You'll see.
Mm-hmm.
There was this photo tucked away in the guest room.
Now I'm really embarrassed. Such an awkward age.
Is that Olivia and Lauren in the picture with you?
Yeah, we were pretty tight back then. Had to take pictures.
I couldn't tell where it was taken. Do you remember? There were lots of books and candles.
It was probably the... I don't know. Books and candles are everywhere in Salem. It could be anywhere.
I've noticed.
It was years ago. I don't really remember.
How did Francis Tuttle come to own the property?
Ms. Tuttle bought it 30 years ago, cheap. It was falling apart. The former owners couldn't be located, so it was auctioned. She was a bit of a kooky lady living in a ruin like that, but she was kind. I mean, she took in Lauren like a daughter. That says something about someone, doesn't it?
I agree. Do you remember what you were doing 3 nights ago?
3 days ago? Well, I was probably working here. Why?
You were working at the museum. Can anyone confirm that?
Well, I'm always here.
But was anyone else here?
May was home all day, laying low, and Olivia wasn't here either. I don't know where she was, to be honest. You'll have to ask her.
So no one can confirm that? And you're sure May was at home?
She's barely left the house since the incident. People here treat her like she has an infectious disease. It's awful. And I don't blame her if she wants to sit at home on her phone all day. Ugh. Her parents need to come home. Soon. So, I gotta ask. What do you get out of this?
I get a lot.
Really? You travel around, talk to all these people, deal with all their problems, put yourself in harm's way?
Not always. Alright, some of the time. I don't know. It's like there's these small obstacles that I enjoy working on, and they're interesting. But what I really love is the puzzle of humanity. What makes people tick? Why do people do what they do? It's always the hardest one to crack, because sometimes we do things that don't make sense. We're inherently irrational. Know what I mean?
You know, there's a theory about why these specific women were persecuted as witches. Some people believe that ergot, which is a fungus that grows in cereal grains, might have gotten into the food supply. It poisons anyone who eats it. Hallucinations, circulation issues, seizures. It would have made people look like they were possessed. Or made the judges think they were doing God's will. Or make the whole town go haywire.
A rational explanation for irrational behavior.
Just a theory. We'll never know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Anyway, I don't want to keep you. Thanks for stopping by.
Can you tell me about the accident May was in when she was a kid?
Why do you need to know that? How is it important?
I didn't think it was, but everyone else sees reason to believe May is the one who burned Hathorne House. So that makes it important, I know.
It started with the arson, and she has other convictions on her juvenile record as well.
What happened?
It was an old shed near our home. May was about 9 or so. She was in it one night. She shouldn't have been. Playing with candles, a lighter, I don't know. It caught fire. She was charged.
She was so young.
I feel responsible. She shouldn't even have been there, and I'm the older sister.
It's not your fault. I'm sorry to upset you. It helps me to understand.
Just don't talk to May about it, please.
Talk to you
Okay.
later.
Interesting. It seems like you do know what was in there, actually. Oh. This is... Oh!
You're back! Great. Let me guess. More questions?
Spooky how you could tell.
Though it harm none, do as thou wilt.
Okay.
I'm saying I guess it can't do any harm.
I've been going around asking everyone in town where they were on the night of the arson.
The night of the what?
Arson? At Hathorne House?
Tour advisor.
Why, I have no idea what you're talking about. Kidding, Nancy. Don't look so serious. I was here that night, doing my thing. I think there had to have been at least 20 people who can confirm that. It really stinks that Lauren is going to lose her home.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, of course.
So,
You don't seem
I've
too
heard
broken up
ghosts
about it.
haunting Salem.
Interestingly.
Of course. You believe it?
How could I not when I've seen them with my own eyes?
Really? Can you describe what you saw?
Sure. It was dark, foggy. I was walking through the cemetery. Or was it the town square? I don't remember, but I do remember a ghost. No, multiple ghosts. Spirits.
And did you ever see any ghosts near Hathorne House?
As a matter of fact, I did. I told you that a coven of witches unleashed them on the town a few years back. They will not rest until they get their vengeance. Let me guess. You can't find proof of a living soul present at the house the night it burned. Maybe the culprit wasn't among the living?
That sounds even harder to prove.
Have you seen The Restless Souls of Salem, Nancy?
I've seen something, but I'm not willing to just believe it's real. I need more.
Be careful. They'll still find you whether you believe in them or not. You might want to avoid the cemetery.
3 days
Is that a
ago,
threat
were you doing
or
any witch
suggestion?
tours?
3 days ago? No, I was not.
Okay. You remember what you were doing?
Actually, I had won a spa holiday at the Wayfarer Inn over in Marblehead. It was amazing. They used those glass cup things on my back. It was wicked crazy.
Oh. You have any receipts or...
It was all expenses paid. And I'd show you my back, but I'm a quick healer. Witch powers. It looks like it never happened. You know, I had a flyer for the spa, but I threw it away this morning. Sorry, I know I'm not being helpful.
That's
It's
very
okay.
suspicious.
You are. Thanks. It's about you, Tegan, and Lauren when you were kids.
Why are you interested in this? We grew apart. It happens.
I found an old photo from back then. It had the name Coven on it. Look. Was it the one you talk about in your show?
You found this photo at Tegan's house? I didn't peg her as sentimental.
So was it the same one?
Well, yes. Same coven. We heard about it as kids, I guess. We were all into history and witches. We still are.
And yet you've never made up.
I don't get why you care.
Can't help it. It's a mystery, even if you all tell me it isn't. See you later.
Very, very interesting. Are there any stuff that I can look at here? No. Oh, we can exit from here. So there's 2 doors? Oh yeah, there are. Alright, well. We still need to gather more alibis? Who have we not talked to?
The Salem Museum.
Maybe the judge's son? But then how do I even... Where do I even find that guy? Alright, let's just continue onwards. We have the key to the house now. Can we get in here? No? Another freaking candle.
A wooden decoration portraying snapdragons.
I suppose we can't get in there.
These snapdragons are lovely. At least
Okay. I don't know why it has to be so
locked.
difficult to...
The key should fit, but the door and lock are awry. The door needs more leverage. Locked. This ought to help me out.
Actually, I kind of want to explore more behind the house, but I don't think you can.
Now this is more like...
Yeah.
There we go. Now it fits.
Alright, now we can go inside. Let's do a little search-a-reno in the house. Let's go into the area where the fire
Old
was.
Secretary desk. Roaring 20s, maybe.
Can I open this at all? There's an AW. I really can't interact with this at all? I want to open it up. I guess I can't.
An old...
Seriously, I can't? Alright, well there's definitely something going on here.
The walls are still smoldering from the fire. It's making my eyes water. The walls are still
Alright. Guess I can't look at that. Is there really nothing I could do?
There's something peculiar about this mirror.
Oh.
Someone painted laurels on the mirror glass. But why?
Is that painted on? Oh, I suppose it is. I can't move the camera. Even though it says I can. That's annoying. Okay.
An old set.
Aha. My dear Lauren, you came to me midwinter and made each day feel brightest. Like a lion, I care for my new cub, even though sometimes she could be stubborn like an ox. In the month where spring stirs, I revealed your heritage to you, and on the day of... What is that? Samhain? We remembered our ancestors. Now I wish for you to choose. Make this house your home, or be free of this burden. Forever yours, Francis Tuttle. Backside of the letter. The will is in the house. Oh, interesting.
A letter written in Francis Tuttle's own hand.
I wonder if Lauren saw this letter.
An old sec.
Can I look at anything else? No? That's it? Alright, well. She's saying the will is in the house.
A brand new jacket? Who would leave this behind?
It looks scorched here. So whoever was wearing this was definitely sketchy. Definitely had something to do with El Fuego. Anything here? No? Okay. Let's check this room.
It's dusty.
Very dusty. Inspect the jacket. I did. Oh, maybe I have to click on the flame part. No?
Oh, hello. A business card.
Olivia's.
Francis Tuttle needed this medical machine to stay alive. I wonder what will happen to it now.
Who knows, man? Whoa. There's a bunch of ants on the floor. Maybe there's nothing else to look at in here? Okay, we can always come back. But you know what? I think we're gonna search the second floor of the house in the next episode. So thanks everyone for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.